You know how it is when it gets hot and humid outside, right? We do everything we can to stay cool. But what about our furry best friends? Today, we're going to dive into something super important for your dog's health, something that honestly gets overlooked a lot: the right haircut for a warm climate. And believe me, this is about way more than just style. It's all about their comfort and their health.
So let me just ask you, straight up, is your dog really ready for the heat? It's a pretty simple question, but the answer can make a world of difference for how happy they are during those long, sweltering summer months.
Okay, let's just get straight to the point. If you remember one thing from this, let it be this. For a dog living somewhere warm, a haircut is not a luxury. It's not just a beauty treatment. It is a fundamental part of their healthcare. Period.
To really understand why this is so critical, we have to talk about the unique challenges of a warm, humid climate. You know, it's that combination of high heat and sticky moisture that creates what is basically a perfect storm for all kinds of coat-related problems.
Wow. Okay, this really lays out the stakes, doesn't it? On one side, you've got an ungroomed coat, which can literally trap heat and lead to dangerous overheating. That dense fur can also get tangled into painful mats and hold moisture right against the skin, which can cause some really nasty infections. But then, look at the other side. With a proper haircut, your dog can regulate their temperature so much better, they can move around comfortably, and their hygiene is just way, way better. It's a no-brainer. And this quote just hits the nail on the head. That trapped moisture from the humidity, it's a breeding ground for bacteria. It's like creating a little swamp right on your dog's skin. So, you see, regular grooming isn't just about preventing a few tangles. It's about preventing painful skin conditions before they can even get started.
All right, so we get the problem, right? Now let's talk about the fun part, the solutions. There are some absolutely fantastic haircuts out there designed specifically to keep your dog feeling cool and looking great. Let's break down some of the most popular and effective styles.
First up, we've got the puppy cut. You've probably heard of this one, and there's a good reason why it's so popular. It's just a simple, super cute, all-over trim that keeps the hair at a nice, manageable 1 to 2 inches. It's a classic go-to for a reason.
And the benefits are just huge. It seriously cuts down on the heat their coat traps, it makes matting almost a non-issue, and it's so much easier for you to maintain with regular brushing at home. It's a fantastic choice for breeds like Golden Doodles, Shih Tzus, Poodles, and Yorkies. Now, let's move on to the kennel cut. You can think of this as the next level up in pure, simple practicality. This is an even shorter clip, cut very close to the body. It's absolutely ideal for those peak heat months or for dogs that are super active and spend a ton of time outdoors. But what if you want that practicality, but you also want a little bit of that fluffy cuteness? Well, that is where the teddy bear trim comes in. It's a perfect hybrid. The body is kept short and cool, but the face is styled to be round and fluffy, giving them that classic adorable teddy bear look. Best of both worlds.
This brings us to a really common question, and a pretty dangerous myth, actually. A lot of well-meaning owners think, my Labrador is so hot, I should just shave him, right? It seems like it would make sense, but it can actually do a lot more harm than good. And here's why. That double coat on breeds like Labs or Huskies is this incredible natural insulation system. The undercoat traps air, which protects them from both the heat and the cold. Shaving it can actually damage that system, sometimes permanently, and makes them way more vulnerable to sunburn. The correct way to help them is with a professional de-shedding treatment, which thins out all that loose undercoat without touching the protective top coat. Okay, so with all these great options, how do you choose? Well, let's get practical. It's time to match the right cut to some of today's most popular dog breeds. Think of this table as your perfect little cheat sheet. For a Golden Doodle, a puppy cut or teddy bear trim is awesome, but just remember not to shave them down completely. If you have a Shih Tzu, those shorter trims are great, but you have to commit to daily brushing no matter what. For Poodles, regular trims are non-negotiable to prevent matting. And for Yorkies, their fine, silky hair can tangle in a heartbeat. And like we just talked about, for our Labrador friends, it is all about de-shedding, not shaving.
So getting a professional groom is the foundation. It's essential. But what you do at home between those appointments is every bit as important for keeping your dog happy and healthy. So the key is to get a simple brushing routine down. First, make sure you have the right kind of brush for their specific coat. Second, stick to a weekly schedule, or even more often for long-haired dogs. And third, and this is so important in humid weather, just do a quick check for tangles every single day.
That 1 minute can be the difference between a tiny knot and a painful mat.
And this chart really puts the whole routine into perspective. See that biggest slice of the pie? That's your professional grooming session every 4 to 8 weeks. Then, at-home brushing is the next most important part. And of course, you can't forget those weekly ear and nail checks, especially crucial in humid climates. It's all part of the whole picture.
You know, when you're looking for a groomer, please remember this. The very best ones aren't focused on the latest fad or the trendiest cut. They're focused on your dog's specific needs, their health, and above all, their comfort. That's the kind of partner you want in your dog's corner.
At the end of the day, it all really comes down to this. Good grooming is just an act of love. A comfortable, well-cared-for dog is a happy dog. And that's a dog who's ready to face the heat and enjoy every single sunny day right there with you.
So I'm going to leave you with this one thought. Take a look at your best friend. Think about their coat, how active they are, and the climate you live in. And ask yourself, what's the perfect haircut to keep them happy, healthy, and cool?